Welcome to Bible Simplified. Today we take a look at Genesis chapter 21-25. Let's begin. The Lord gave Sarah a son. He was called Isaac. Abraham was 100 years old at the time. He circumcised Isaac at 8 days old, and threw a feast to celebrate the birth of Isaac. Sarah asked Abraham to cast out Hagar and Ishmael. God told Abraham that he should let them go because he would bless them. Hagar left with Ishmael. The angel met her at the well, and told her not to be afraid. Ishmael grew to be a great man, and his wife was chosen from Egypt. All the while Abraham and King Abimelech made a peace covenant to formalize their relationship. Abraham and his wife, Sarah, family and cattle lived as foreigners in the Philistines. Abimelech's servants took water from Abraham's well, which Abraham dug himself. Water was a very important component in those days. Abraham was not pleased with this and brought this to the attention of King Abimelech. So now that Abimelech has been told about the well, Abraham takes sheep and goats and bulls, and they make a new covenant and peace treaty. God had now put Abraham to a test. He asked him to sacrifice his and Sarah's only son, Isaac, at Mount Moriah. Abraham was faithful and obedient and did as God had asked. While Abraham and Isaac was going to the mount, Isaac asked his father, "Where is the lamb that was to be sacrificed?" Abraham had responded by saying, "God will provide." When they had reached the place, Abraham bound Isaac in rope and took out the knife. Immediately the angel appeared to Abraham and advised him not to touch the boy. There was a lamb in sight. God had tested Abraham and provided a lamb for him to sacrifice instead. God was well pleased. Sarah died at 127 years, and was buried in the cave of Machpelah, in the land of Canaan, near Hebron. After mourning her death, Abraham sought to purchase a burial site for her. Abraham insisted on paying for the cave offered by Ephron, as he didn't want his children to be slaves to a Canaanite, and by paying he wanted to ensure he had permanent claim to the land. Abraham looks for a wife for Isaac and sends one of his servants to look for a wife for Isaac. Abraham wanted a wife for Isaac that was from his own land and not Canaan. The servant then stumbles upon Rebekah from Nahor. She was the daughter of Bethuel, and granddaughter of Nahor, a brother of Abraham. She offered the servant water for himself and his camels. The servant then gave her jewelry. Later on, her Laban, Rebekah's brother, learned this and invited Abraham's servant home. The servant then told the family that he is looking for a wife for Abraham's son Isaac, and he finds favor with Rebekah. They agreed. Rebekah left with the servant to meet Isaac, who was well pleased with Rebekah. Abraham, after Sarah's demise, took another wife named Keturah, who bore him 6 sons. While he was still alive, he sent him away to the east after giving them gifts, reserving his estate for Isaac. Abraham, living a full life, passed away at 175 years, leaving his legacy in the hands of his sons, Isaac and Ishmael, who buried him alongside Sarah in the cave of Machpelah. Upon Abraham's death, God blessed Isaac, and Ishmael, Abraham's son by Hagar, his maidservant, fathered 12 sons who became tribal princes, spanning territories near Egypt's border. Isaac, 40 when he married Rebekah, prayed for her barrenness, and God answered their prayers. They conceived twins, who even in the womb were declared by God to form 2 nations, with the older serving the younger. Born first was Esau, followed by Jacob, who grasped his brother's heel during birth. As they grew, Esau, the skillful hunter, became Isaac's favorite, while Rebekah favored the quiet, home-loving Jacob. In a moment of intense hunger, Esau impulsively sold his birthright to Jacob for a bowl of lentil stew, showing his disregard for his birthright. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a better understanding of Genesis chapter 21-25. Please join us for more on Genesis till we close this chapter. Stay blessed.